Teacher Alicia, and I have Miss Kora with me today, and we have a special treat. Today's craft video is kind of a craft, but also kind of like a science experiment, or just a fun experiment. So we are going to be making a stress ball. So Miss Kora is showing you our stress ball that we have here. This is, what do we call it? Snowball. We call this stress ball Snowball because of its wild, fun, crazy hair. So this is made with simple things you can find around your home, and then we just added the hair and stuff to make it kind of fun and cute. And the cute, of course, little smiley face that you can be super creative with. So let's show them first what they'll need and talk about what you'll need before we jump into showing you how to make this guy. So first of all, this is made with balloons. This is a balloon. So Kora's gonna show you, we have a couple of balloons here. These are like standard size, I think they're 9-inch balloons. So you'll want whatever color you want of that. We have 3 to choose from today. You will also need flour, just some flour, and a measuring cup because you're gonna measure these out. We already pre-measured our flour, so we have them set. It's 3/4 of a cup of flour goes in a 9-inch balloon. Okay, some other tools that are helpful in getting this done is you will need a funnel. We have 2 because we're each gonna make one. You will also need a empty bottle. This one I used for my sample, so it's already got the flour in there, but you'll just want a clean, empty bottle. If you don't, you'll have to have the measuring cup we already talked about. I also have some yarn here. That's what I used for the hair on top of this little guy's head, is just yarn. And I will show you at the end how to make that. You can do it with or without the yarn, so yarn's optional. You will also need a pair of scissors for the yarn portion of it. And then we have permanent markers here to make the smiley face with on the balloon. And then also a pencil. This will come in handy as you're trying to get the flour to go into the funnel and some things to help move it along faster. So your first step to make this awesome, cute guy is you need to get your flour measured out. You need 3/4 of a cup. So like I said, we already pre-measured ours to make it a little easier. So this is 3/4 of a cup of flour. And we want to take our funnel and we want to get that flour inside of this water bottle. So it seems like an easy task, not too hard. So you'll want to first just get your flour kind of going in there. It'll fall usually pretty easily. Kind of pour that slowly. Otherwise, flour tends to like blow up and make a cloud. Okay, so one technique. So I have all the flour in there. It kind of gets itself clogged. So one technique is just to use a pencil and you just kind of move it around in that middle and get kind of like open up the funnel and it will just start falling through. So we're gonna work on getting all of our flour in there. You wanna do that too. Go ahead and pause this if we move too fast. All right, get busy. Dropping flour. So we have our flour inside of the water bottle now, or mine is a Diet Dr. Pepper. Kora's is a water bottle. So we've got all of our flour in there. And then now what we're gonna do is we are going to blow up, put a little bit of air in these balloons, and we're gonna put them over the top part of the water bottle so that it completely blocks out the air. So Kora, is this the color you're using? This is what I'm doing? Okay, so what color are you gonna do? Okay, so Kora's gonna help me. So it does work best if you have someone to help you with this. You're gonna put air in this. You don't need to fill it all the way. I'll show you how you do that. And then when I get it over here, I'm gonna have to hold that air in there and get it around the bottle. So it helps to have a second set of hands to get it on there. So let's do this. Are you ready? Okay. Okay. So see how I just put a little bit of air in there? It's like, just not even as big as my hand. Okay, so I'm gonna trap the air. Kora's gonna help and she's going to use her things to get, got it on there. Okay, so now you can see how the balloon just stays on top. And we're gonna get Kora set up and then we'll show you what to do next. All right, we're gonna do the same thing. So I'm gonna blow it up and Kora's gonna help me get it around there. Woo! Maybe I did a little too much. Okay, did a little Okay, so Kora's gonna help me with her. I'll hold the bottle, that helps. 2 sets of hands is definitely helpful. Okay, so now you can see both of our balloons are all ready. And then all you wanna do, I just made sure I held onto this so it didn't end up like popping off. But I just hold this and then you're just gonna tap. Tap, 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 tap. Until all of that, you can shake a little bit too. It'll just, the problem is it gets a little clogged around the neck. So you just wanna keep helping it move through there. So we're just gonna keep tapping. Okay, so you can see we have our bottles are empty now. All the flour is into the balloon part. And now what we're gonna wanna do is take off the bottle, but before you do that, you're gonna wanna make sure you have this pinch. So I'm gonna pinch here because you do not want that air to escape too quickly, because if you do, it's gonna start blowing air, and you know what, all the flour is gonna go blowing up as well too. So now I'm gonna let the air out, but I'm just gonna do it kind of slowly, so hopefully I don't like end up with a dust storm here. Okay, so I'm letting the air out slowly. Can you hear it? Oh, and you can watch it as it's slowly escaping. All the air is out. Oh, and right there at the end it popped out. Okay, now that all the air is out, I'm going to tie it. You might need your mom or dad to help you get that tied really good. So you're gonna tie up your balloon nice and tight, so it's like this, and it's ready to be your stress ball. And I'm gonna help Miss Kora here. Okay, so let's slowly, are you gonna let the air out yourself? Okay, so let the air out, just barely opening your fingers so that it slowly escapes. It's getting smaller. Smaller, 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 smaller. Ooh. Did you see that little poof? That's okay, it's just flour if it were to do it, but. Okay, so now, oh gosh, you can't squeeze it until we get it tied. Okay, do you want me to tie it? Okay, she made a little bit of a mess. That's okay. When I did the sample, I did this part over the sink, and that works good too. So if you end up having any fly out, it just goes in the sink. Okay, so now Kora's is all tied. It's a little powdery, that's okay. Okay, so now your stress ball is basically done, but I just think it's fun to add some things to it. You can squeeze it and have fun with it. It's just, yeah, it's just a squishy toy now. So, but to do the hair on top, I'm gonna show you real quickly how to make that. So let's see, what color hair should I do? Black or green? Maybe some green. I think green would be fun with the white. And you could, yes, she doesn't agree. Kora doesn't like the hair. I think it's fun. Okay, so, and when you're gonna do this hair, you'll wanna first cut a string off before you do this. This is probably like 5 inches long, and that's probably plenty. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the yarn and I'm gonna take my 4 fingers and I'm just going to put it here and I'm gonna wrap. And I think I'm just wrapping loosely. So you can see I'm just wrapping it loosely like this. And I think I wrapped the last time about 25 times. I didn't really count yet, so I think I'm probably at like 10. So let's see, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, get a little more, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Let's just call it good. Okay, so I'm gonna cut it off like this. Now you wanna take this extra one you cut off. I'm gonna wiggle my fingers just a little bit to get. And then you can have a friend help you with this part. So you'll wanna go between, you have 4 fingers, so you wanna go halfway. You're gonna tie it around this part. So you could have someone help you weave it. Kora, will you pull that up through? And then you're gonna wanna make it go halfway and then tie it. So Kora's gonna help me. She's gonna tie that like in a simple knot. And I'm gonna start pulling my fingers out and just go right there nice and tight. Pull, no, real tight. Tight, 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 tight. Okay, perfect. And then I'm gonna pull a little more and then I'm gonna cut or double knot it because you'll wanna make sure it holds really tight like that. Whoop, hello. Okay, now when you have it like this, you're gonna wanna give it a little trim. So you're gonna cut those loops open. It's gonna have loops there and you're just gonna cut them open and this is gonna create like a little pom-pom. Essentially that's what you're making, is like a pom-pom. This is the same technique you would use to make a little fluff of yarn pom-pom. these scissors aren't the greatest. Okay, so I think I got them all. Somehow it ended up, okay, so now I have my 2 that I tied it on with right here. Somehow I ended up with a really long guy. I don't know where he came from. And I'm gonna give it just a little haircut because I think I got a little long on the one end. Get these scissors. Okay, so see how it's now like this, and when you poof it up, it'll kind of just be a fun little poof. Okay, so now I'm going to take those 2 longer ones, and all I'm gonna do is tie them. Can you hold my thing for me here? I'm just gonna tie them around the top little like parts so you can hide where the balloon, what do you call that, the end of the balloon? We're gonna hide it. And then you just can cut that off to match the rest. Oops, I went a little long. Oh, okay. Okay, so then you can see you have now the fun, wild, cute hair. Kora doesn't agree. I think it's cute. I think the hair's fun. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my Sharpie. You'll wanna make sure it's a Sharpie. If you use a washable, it's probably gonna end up just coming and being all over your hands and making a mess. So let's see, I'm gonna make this guy a face. I'm gonna draw a smiley face on him. I'll show you in just a second. Getting his eyes done, and he's gonna have just a cute little grin, maybe a little tongue sticking out. There we go. Okay, so he's got a cute little face. So we have both of our cute stress balls. Kora, why don't you show friends yours without the fun hair on top? She's fixing up her smile to show you guys. And ready? There we go. We got some fun stress balls. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, well that was fun. It was fun doing a craft with you guys again. We miss you guys a lot, and we're hoping that we can see you this week because we have the, what do we have, Kora?
Popsicle Poppin'?
Popsicle Poppin', whoop whoop. We're gonna do a Popsicle Poppin'. It's like a drive-through popsicle stand, and that's happening Wednesday, July 29th from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock. So you can come anytime during that window. You're just gonna come with your family, drive through, we'll give you some fun popsicles. And bonus, there's a little extra gift for your, for my preschool and K through 5th friends. Hello, can't talk. I have a little thing prepared for you guys to go along with our lessons for the month of August, because we're almost to August. So we hope we can see you guys on Wednesday. All right, bye.